Hi, I'm Coach Tate, and this is a set of railroad tracks, and in just a minute, I'm going to reveal how these train tracks will take your offensive production to levels that will shock your coaches. Just watch this short video all the way through to discover the 3 secrets that you need to know if you want to take control of your basketball future and finally become the standout player you dream about being. And you can get the basketball skills that'll propel you into the team leader role without wasting hour upon hour sweating in the gym, running through drills that are actually crippling your game, and without ever questioning the fact that you are training like the top pros. I do have to give you a quick warning though. I usually charge a good deal of money for the secrets you're going to discover in this presentation, and at some point I'm going to have to start charging for them again. So I don't know how long this presentation will be available free to you. So watch this presentation now before it gets removed or has a price tag attached to it. Now, you may think you've seen and heard everything out there when it comes to basketball training, yet I guarantee that you've never seen these secrets. This is nothing like those training programs that have you in the gym for hours at a time just running reps. So prepare to be shocked by what I reveal today. You'll have the power to walk onto any basketball court and run through a 100% optimized workout that gets you real results. And you're going to hear my training secrets that'll give you 100% confidence knowing that you're on the fast track to basketball success. And with my system, you'll actually have fun training. I'm going to share all that with you and more. First, I have to share a story with you, and it's a story that I actually really hate to share because it shows me doing something I forbid my players to do. Yet, it's one you absolutely need to hear because it'll reveal more about basketball training and what's actually needed to be successful than anything else I can think of. Deal? Well, I wasn't always the person talking to you today with a coaching resume that virtually every coach and trainer strive for. In fact, far from it. Because of my coaching success, people assume I was a great player, and I always get asked, where did you play college ball? Where did you play professionally? Well, let me tell you how my story actually went, and all about the scary struggles I suffered through. Growing up, basketball was my passion. I lived it and I dreamed it. I spent over 3 hours every day shooting in my driveway. I could rattle off NBA stats like most 4-year-olds with their ABCs. I played in league after league and for coach after coach. And I can vividly remember a tournament championship game I played in when I was in 6th grade. It was a Sunday. The championship games were always on Sunday. And this particular Sunday, it was raining and gloomy. I remember this because I'd forgotten my sandals and only had my basketball shoes. And I was so angry that I had to walk in the rain in my brand new red and black Jordans. Anyway, I was a good player and had earned the starting shooting guard spot. And it was a tough game and we were down the entire time until we went on an 8-0 run in the final minutes to send it into overtime. And as overtime wound down, we found ourselves down 1 with 6 seconds remaining. Coach Meters called timeout and drew up a play that would set up our final shot. And it was a good play, but one thing about it really bothered me. I wasn't the one it was setting up the shot for. Now, I was a team player, but I remember feeling devastated, thinking that coach didn't trust me to take the shot. And we actually won the game, and the joy of the win wiped out that feeling. Well, for a few hours, at least. Then it came back worse than before, and I decided that I would work even harder to make sure I would be the one getting those game-winning shots in the future. And right now, you're probably thinking, I know where this story's going. Hard work and determination paid off, and I became a star. I wish. But no, this story doesn't play out like the movies. I did put in hard work and I was determined, but here's where it got me. I spent literally 3 to 5 hours per day practicing, drilling, and reading every basketball resource I could get on basketball philosophy. I understood basketball probably better than most of my coaches. I could break down a flex offense. I could detail a 2-2-1 press. I understood closing out. I knew all about bumping cutters. I could design plays to exploit defenses. What I couldn't do was earn playing time. In fact, I was going backwards. First, I lost my starting role. Then I went from 6th man to 8th man. And then I was lucky to see just a few minutes of playing time. I didn't get it. I knew I was working harder than anyone. And I definitely understood the game of basketball way beyond any of my teammates. I'd ask my coach, what can I do? And he'd say, keep working. So I did. But after years of keep on working and getting nowhere, I did something I preached to my players to absolutely never do. I quit. I walked away from my passion. I walked away from what I honestly thought would be my life. I just couldn't work any harder, and obviously my hard work just wasn't enough. Now, Today, looking back, I know that's 100% untrue. If I knew then what I know now, my basketball career would have been much different. I'm going to get into exactly what it is that I know now that I didn't then, but first I have to finish the story. Now, I didn't just walk away from basketball. I forgot about it. It was a painful memory that I tried my best to block out. Yet, 8 months later, basketball came full circle back into my life. I bumped into an old AAU coach of mine who I had always really respected. And we started talking, and he actually offered me a coaching position. Now, I was a little taken aback. I'd quit the sport. What could I possibly offer? He told me that he was looking for a coach for his 5th and 6th grade AAU team. And I'll never forget what he told me that day, and here it is pretty much word for word. He said, "Listen, I know your basketball career wasn't what you wanted it to be. I know you're probably angry with the sport. But while you didn't develop the skills of a national caliber player, you did develop one heck of a coaching skill set. Your understanding of the game rivals a lot of college level coaches, and the passion you had for the sport would inspire the laziest player on the planet." He went on for a bit and ultimately told me to just try coaching for a season. If it didn't bring back the passion, then I could just walk away. I agreed. And after my first practice, I was on a high I had never felt before. I knew that I would work harder for those kids than I ever worked for myself. And on that day, I knew I had to do something. I had to revisit the past. I absolutely had to figure out why all my training had not worked, why I had failed as a player. I didn't want any one of my current players to go through the anguish and pain that I did. So I started a still ongoing mission to develop the absolute best basketball training program for developing in-game skills. I talked to coach after coach, professional to collegiate, to AAU, to high school. I talked to players, both professional and collegiate. I had to know why these players were successful and I wasn't. And it didn't take long to figure it out. Remember how earlier I said, if only I had known then what I know now? Well, here's what I didn't know then. I had absolutely no idea how to train for in-game success. All the hours I spent training were for nothing because I wasn't training right. Once I figured this out, I kept going. Just knowing the right training wasn't enough. I needed to know the perfect training, and eventually, I did. You see, I'm not some prodigy who cruised through basketball as a star who's just going to tell you to work hard. You see, I'm really a lot like you, an average player with a ton of star potential who went through a hellish experience. But through that tough time, I had a distinct eye-opening experience that allowed me to focus and develop a system. A system that allows everyday players like me and you to obtain our dream of a basketball career and make it seem effortless. And this system I developed is so powerful that it's turned player after player into that guy. You know, the guy who walks on the court and no one wants to guard because they know it's not if they'll get embarrassed, it's how's he going to embarrass me today. Now, obviously, the system that I've used to excel players to elite levels of basketball, and I'm not talking about taking a basketball star and running him through my program to get the credit. I'm taking everyday average players and turning them into basketball stars. The star that other coaches then line up to try to train so they can claim the credit. And I'm doing this by simply ensuring that every single one of my players is training perfectly to develop an in-game skill set. And I'll cover all the specifics and details in just a few minutes with you, so keep watching. First, you absolutely must be told the truth. You have to know the real problems that plague 99% of basketball players. The real reason why so many players, like me, will never achieve success no matter how hard they train. And it will surprise you. Because it's the one thing that's preventing or will prevent you from enjoying the basketball career you dream about. And it's the reason why folks like us have had such a hard time beating out those naturals. You see, the real problem is that you've been lied to. And these lies are holding you back from the success you want and deserve. One of these lies is that the more time you spend training, the better you'll be. I'll bet you've heard that and maybe even believed it to be true at some point in your quest for your basketball domination. Yet, this is not even close to the truth. If you're one of the hundreds of thousands who fall victim to this lie every year, then you must decide now to believe the truth instead. Because if you don't, you'll just be another player going through the motions but accomplishing nothing, who never actually gets to be the star. You'll spend hour after hour training and sweating but getting nowhere, and your coach will tell you, keep working. And no matter how much basketball star potential you have, will be irrelevant because you won't have the training program that can get you there. Listen, this is not what I want for you, and I know it's not what you want for yourself. And this lie is everywhere. The majority of coaches believe it and they pass it on to their players. It's not your fault. You're just trying to train for success. If you really want to place blame, blame it on the people who feed this lie to so many eager and motivated players like you. The people who think they're experts but really have no clue whatsoever. The coaches who have never done the research or tracked the stats, but think this lie is the easy go-to answer for every player. All the misleading information out there that's getting pushed to players is enough to confuse anyone. It certainly confused me. Now, a basketball team generally consists of 10 to 12 players. Only 50% or less of those players are starters. And of that 50%, only 1 or 2 would be considered the stars. And of all the stars in the country, less than 10% will play Division I college ball. Then from there, it gets worse. Of all the Division I players, only a minuscule amount will ever play professional ball. Now, I'm not telling you this to discourage you, but I want you to understand that the odds are stacked against you ever making it to Division I collegiate ball or the NBA. So if your goal is to play college ball or professionally, you need to overcome the odds. But how? By optimizing your training with drills and mechanics that will translate to real in-game results. And when your workouts are optimized, you don't need to spend your whole life on a basketball court. You get in and get out, and every second you train is getting you maximum results, and you aren't falling victim to the lie like most of your teammates who are just wasting time. Amazing, isn't it? The truth is, training more than 1.5 hours in a single session will likely lead to overtraining, injury, and burnout. You see, it's not about how many hours you train, it's about how you train in those hours. You should never walk into a workout thinking the longer I'm here, the better results I'll see, because it's all about running the exact, very specific drills, not about the time. 30 minutes of perfect training is actually over 85% more effective than 2 hours of mediocre training. And if you fail to recognize that fact, you can look forward to a playing career like mine. Frustration and never living up to your potential. Just another one of the 99.9% of basketball players who will never play basketball above the high school level. Now, there's another lie. And this is the monster of all lies. This is the lie that to be a great shooter, all you have to do is shoot a massive number of reps, put up 1,000 shots a day from all over the court, and you'll be a clutch in-game shooter. Well, guess again. This is as wrong can be. If you believe this lie, let me tell you what will happen to you. You'll spend your off-season shooting and shooting and shooting. Your shots will start to fall. Your shooting percentage in your workouts will rise and rise. You'll start thinking, wow, I am a clutch shooter. Then your season will start. Your shooting confidence will be through the roof. In the game, you'll come hard off a screen and receive the pass. You'll pull up into your shot with the defender closing quick on you. You release and brick. Must have just been a fluke though. You have that shot. Yet, by the end of the game, you realize, no, you don't have that shot, or any other shot for that matter. All your off-season shots were for nothing because they didn't carry over into game time. And there's no way I want you to experience failure like this. Well, just like the first nasty lie, there's some good news. You're not to blame for believing in this lie. The real villain here certainly isn't you. Again, it's these wannabe coaches and trainers who are still training and teaching from the basketball stone age. They never cared to evolve with the game. They just keep on doing what they've always done. And what they've always done does not work. The truth is, there's so much more to becoming a great in-game shooter than a ton of reps. And just what are these secrets? Well, I'll tell you. Every single basketball player wants to be a great shooter. In fact, if you ask any player what part of their game they drill the most, the vast majority will say their shot. And the ones that don't say that are probably lying to you. So, if these players are all so focused on their shooting, how can you make sure you're the best? Well, now that you know the problem, that there are so many misguided coaches and trainers out there teaching training techniques that don't work, let's get right into the secrets that I have for you today. These are the same secrets that I use with my players every day and have routinely had them averaging double-digit points per game. And the secrets that you can use today to get the upper hand on all of your competition. And the most important of these secrets is my unstoppable offense protocol. And I'll go into the specifics of the unstoppable offense protocol in just a second, so you're definitely going to want to keep watching. First, you absolutely must know about the one thing that can kill your handles. Actually, this is going to surprise you. In fact, so many coaches and players rely on these drills as their primary handle builders that it's kind of scary. And if you're relying on them to build your handles, you will never reach your goals. I want you to avoid stationary dribbling as your primary means of boosting your handles. You know these drills, where you stand stationary and dribble figure eights and other patterns. Now, I'm not telling you to never use stationary dribbling drills. However, these drills alone will never get you the handles that will have you blowing past defenders. These drills will build a great comfort level with a basketball and nothing more. Now, if you think about a situation in a game when you would actually use a dribble move, and then picture that actual move, it'll be totally clear to you that stationary dribbling drills don't reflect any type of in-game situation. In fact, just the word stationary should be enough to alarm you. When have you ever made a move in a game and remained stationary? Never. Stationary dribbling drills should only be used at the beginning of a workout as a warm-up to get you focused and to build your comfort level with a basketball. The dribbling drills that will actually carry over into a game should mimic what you actually do in a game. And just following this one tip will ensure that your dribbling drills can actually get you those monster in-game handles that you can successfully use against a real defender. Just picture it. Following this one little tip will immediately overhaul your training to ensure that you'll soon be breaking ankles from the perimeter. Isn't that an awesome thing to imagine? All from such a simple tip. You'll create an arsenal of functional handles that you can choose from to beat defenders, get to the basket, and score points. Now, more about that in just a minute. Now, how would you actually like to enjoy your basketball training and gain some massive skills too? Well, if you take advantage of this next simple tip, you will, and it'll give you a huge advantage over virtually every other basketball player. All you need to do is a simple little thing. I want you to deflate your way to success. Deflate your way to success? What does that mean? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, so listen close, okay? During your basketball workouts, I want you to deflate your basketball. Start by taking out 1 pound of air pressure. Then, once you're comfortable with that, take out another pound. Keep doing this until you get to the point that the ball is too flat to dribble. Deflating the ball teaches you a very important skill: pounding the ball. You're only as good as your handles. These are what allow you to create space and score, and your handles are limited by how well you can pound the ball. You can only change direction and speed when the ball's touching your hand. So being able to pound the ball means the ball gets back to your hand fast, and the faster the ball gets back to your hand, the faster you can make moves. If you watch any of the great ball handlers, Rajon Rondo, Derrick Rose, Chris Paul, just watch how fast the ball is back in their hand after every dribble. This skill is what gives them the power to change direction and speed on a dime, barrel past defenders, and get easy scoring opportunities. Now, this next part is absolutely critical. You must keep the ball deflated for your entire workout, not just for a ball handling portion. You want a deflated ball to feel normal. Then when you go back to a fully inflated ball, prepare to be shocked. You'll feel like the ball is magnetized to your hand. No matter what you do, it flies right back into your hand. And once that's established, you have the absolute biggest advantage possible when facing tough defenders. If they play you tight, you snap their ankle and blow past them to the basket. If they sag off you, it's time to drain shots right over them. I'm going to cover shooting in just a minute. I have an easy technique that will turn you into a pure shooter. Pretty sneaky, right? Well, most players will never use this technique, even though big-time NBA players depend on it. They're buying into the lies, but now you'll be ready to exploit the fact that they bought into those lies. Imagine this. You walk on the court and set up around the center circle for opening tip. It's that moment when each team matches up and figures out who's guarding who. Just picture the faces of the opposing team when they're all arguing because no one wants to guard you. They know that whoever draws the short straw and has to guard you, or rather try to contain you, won't be able to stop you. They'll simply be trying not to let you embarrass them too bad. And it gets even better. Here comes the really big mission critical secret. When it comes to these secrets, I have to give you a warning. Without utilizing this third secret, the first two alone won't be enough to take you to the star level you want. This is the secret that will allow you to finish what the first two secrets gave you the power to start. knowing with 100% certainty that when you use your handles and create space, your shot will be 100% dialed in and automatic, so you put points on the board without having to spend every waking minute in the gym shooting thousands of shots daily. And get this secret actually makes it virtually impossible for you to maintain a field goal percentage below 60%. You'll be your team's go-to shooter and go-to scorer. This secret is my patented unstoppable offense protocol, and it's been used with nearly 100% success by everyone I've shared it with. Here's how it works. Remember at the beginning of this video how I told you that railroad tracks could take your scoring to new heights, and you probably thought I was crazy? Well, pay close attention because I'm about to explain. This secret, coupled with the first two secrets I revealed earlier, will have you well on your way to developing your unstoppable offense protocol. Now, I already gave you some secrets to boost your handles. They allow you to beat defenders and create space, the first step in the unstoppable offense protocol. The next step is giving you the shooting skills to take advantage of the space and drain shots. And we're going to do that with railroad tracks. Now, every basketball workout you run should utilize form shots at the beginning. Form shots and free throws are the only shots you should ever take that aren't at game speed replicating a game situation. Yet, they're still crucially important to your training. Form shots build muscle memory, which give you consistency in your shot. And as well as building muscle memory, form shots bring out that same muscle memory. They get you into your shooting groove before you move into the high tempo shooting drills. And on a quick side note, if you aren't familiar with muscle memory, it simply refers to your body's ability to remember how to do something without having to think about it. If you had to walk from your living room to your kitchen in complete darkness, you probably could because you've done it so many times. Your muscle memory would come out and guide you. Form shots are the same concept. You want to build muscle memory for your shot. So when it's game time and you have to deal with a defender, a close game, and any other pressures, you won't have to think about your shot. It'll just be muscle memory. Okay, so you might be thinking, this isn't a secret, I already do this, and where are the train tracks? Well, most players shoot form shots and build muscle memory within their shooting muscles, yet there's an even more important muscle than the ones that actually shoot the ball. And this is the secret, and virtually no players train this muscle. It's your brain. Your brain doesn't physically make the ball go, but it's responsible for everything else. It lines up your shot, determines how hard you need to shoot, how much arc you need, and so on. So now you understand that muscle memory within your brain is critical to becoming a great shooter. And here's how you use railroad tracks to do it. On every shot you take, I want you to see railroad tracks. And these tracks should run from your shooting release point and into the basket on the exact path you want the ball to travel. Once you can picture the tracks, take your shot and focus only on making the ball travel on those tracks, nothing else. This will feel weird at first, but stick with it and do it on every form shot. This will build your brain into a shooter's brain. You'll be amazed as you start to see the tracks on every shot you take, no matter what kind of pressure you're under. Defender rushing at you, a hostile crowd, or a must-score situation in the final seconds of a game. Talk about incredible. Picture this for yourself. Your team's in the championship game. There's 8 seconds remaining and your team is down 1. Coach calls a timeout and draws out a play designed to give you the game-winning shot. It's a screen-the-screener inbounds play that sets you up for a 10-foot jumper. Time to execute. All the pressure's on you. The pass comes in. You come hard off a screen. You clear some space, and the pass is in the air coming at you. The clock is down to 5 seconds. The ball touches your hand, and you drop into your shot. The defender's rushing at you from every angle. The whole arena is on their feet yelling. You come up into your shot, and all you see? Railroad tracks. None of the pressures faze you because your mind is trained. You've built muscle memory in your brain to only focus on and see the exact path of your shot. You're a shooting machine. A machine that just won the championship game for their team. Think of the power and confidence you'll have knowing that nothing can phase your shot. And that is the unstoppable offense protocol. Building the offensive skill set that allows you to become a scoring beast. You can beat defenders off the dribble, drain the shots, and finish at the rim. You are unstoppable. The secrets I share with you are a piece of the total unstoppable offense protocol. And when done right, will put you on a pedestal above every other player. Try to picture the look on the other players' faces when you're scoring at will and making it look easy and they're struggling to even get their first 2 points on the board. They'll look at you in disbelief and wonder, what do you know? Well, you know the secrets and you know the system. The system to build your unstoppable offense protocol and score. Okay, That was a lot to cover, and you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed or confused, and that's okay. But it all boils down to the fact that you have two choices on where you go from here. Choice one, take the information in this presentation and try to go it alone. And who knows, you might have a decent shot if you took really careful notes today. Or there's choice two, the savvy choice. This is the quickest, easiest, and smartest way to become the player you deserve to be. Let me do the work for you. And you know what? I already have. Why start from scratch and try to reinvent the wheel when I've laid out your exact step-by-step blueprint to get you the basketball skills you need to get your game to the next level? One that's been tested, one that countless players are using right now to boost their games, and achieving that basketball success at last. Without spending every second of everyday training, without ever worrying if the drills they're running will actually get them results, and without shooting thousands of shots every day. Here's what the vast majority of smart players decide to do. It's called the Unstoppable Offense Program. I'm Coach Tate, head trainer at Boost Basketball and creator of the Unstoppable Offense Program. The Unstoppable Offense Program is the one and only training program that incorporates every aspect of the Unstoppable Offense protocol. That makes it so simple for you to stand out over every other player and score big points. Check out what NC2A Division I player Tyler W. says about the Unstoppable Offense Program. He says the drills and workouts in Boost Basketball's Unstoppable Offense Program are exactly what helped me excel at the high school, junior college, and NC2A Division I levels. I was able to lead my high school basketball team to 3 straight league championships and earn all league honors. During my junior college career, I averaged 13.4 points per game and was ranked in the top 10 three-point shooters in California with a 48.3 field goal percentage. I went on to play NC2A Division I basketball at Utah State, where I shot 66.7% from the field and 50% from three-point range. That's incredible shooting. Division I San Jose State University coach Cecilia R. raves about the Unstoppable Offense Program. She says, as a former Division I athlete, Boost Basketball is where I would go to get me ready for the season. I would recommend Boost Basketball to any player, parent, coach, or instructor. Now, as a Division I college basketball coach, I integrate Boost Basketball drills into my individual workouts as well as practice. Boost Basketball will make you better. Well, thanks, Cecilia. And here's an email from Mike A., a Boost Basketball player who is dominating right now. He says, the drills in the Unstoppable Offense Program gave me the handles and shooting ability to embarrass any player who guards me. If they sag off, I can rain three-pointers. If they get up on me, then I'm at the basket before they know what happened. In this era of basketball, you need to be a versatile player to succeed at high levels of basketball, and that's exactly what I've become. And this remarkably simple system will work for you, even if you have little or no basketball experience, are already a standout player, but want to boost your offensive production even higher. Think you're too busy to have success with a training program, have always only been a bench warmer, don't have access to a gym, don't have someone to train with, think you're too far behind other players to ever be that good. Have had a coach or another player or anyone else tell you you aren't cut out for basketball, or you think you're too short or too slow or not athletic, or if you think you've tried everything. Now, let me tell you what the Unstoppable Offense Program is not, just so you know exactly what you're about to experience. This is not another training guide that only delivers the same old drills that you could find for free with a Google search. I don't just hand you some drills and expect you to know what to do with them. I don't feed you the BS that you have to spend 3+ hours in the gym every day to play at the top levels of basketball. You've been lied to enough. It's time for a real solution that works without the gimmicks. And this is definitely not the traditional approach to basketball training that every novice coach pushes. They'll only bring you frustration and failure. Rather, the Unstoppable Offense Program is the result of my 10+ years of training players, meticulously tracking their stats and progress, and optimizing the training with what actually brings game time results. But most importantly, the training you're going to get with the Unstoppable Offense Program is 100% built from the training concepts and philosophies the most successful basketball players use to get their game to the top. These are the people who figured out exactly what kind of training is needed to reach the highest levels of basketball. And I'll be completely honest with you. At the beginning, my training program was completely stolen from these elite coaches and players. I took what they did and used it with my players, but I soon realized I could actually make the training better. A lot better. By tracking my players' stats, I was able to see exactly where they were seeing results and where they weren't. I could make tweaks to the training and was able to see exactly how it affected their stats. After over 10 years of tracking results and optimizing the training, I ended up with endless binders full of progress charts and graphs, and a training program that I can actually say is proven to get huge results. This is the key to the valuable training you're going to find in the Unstoppable Offense program. All these years upon years I spent tracking and optimizing mean you get the absolute best basketball training available anywhere. My connections gave me the blueprint, and I made the blueprint the best. And through all of this, I was able to create a solution to the staggering problem of false coaches pushing worthless training to eager players who are only searching for a way to get better. The Unstoppable Offense program has become the secret behind so many success stories in basketball careers. And now, starting today, their success can be your success too. Check out what Johan S. has been experiencing with the Unstoppable Offense program. He says, I love the Unstoppable Offense program. I can put defenders on the floor with my ball handling I've developed. After I blow past them a couple of times, they back off, so I just drain shots on them. The superior level of information that went into the Unstoppable Offense gives you the freedom to confidently execute your training, knowing that you're not wasting your time, knowing that you're using a proven blueprint for success, and trust that in no time you'll have the ankle-breaking handles to beat defenders and the absolute ability to finish and score. And you'll have all this, and you'll be spending less time in the gym training than the players who aren't even seeing half the results you are. Before we go any further, I wouldn't feel right if I wasn't absolutely 100% honest with you. If you're only looking for some basic drills that just have you shooting reps, or ball handling drills that make you look fancy on an empty court but are worthless come game time, or some program that has you in the gym 3+ hours per day, you know the ones that promise to give you everything, but in order to get it, you have to spend every waking hour training, then leave this page now. This system is for basketball players who are ready to move past the worthless training and don't want to just look good in practice, yet still want a totally mapped out system to achieve top levels of basketball success. In short, you can't make it on the same old training methods that flood the basketball world. Yet I've created a complete system that gives you total access to a proven training program that makes it as simple as it could possibly be. So, if you're wanting the real answer to getting those jaw-dropping basketball skills, if you want to be 100% prepared and capable of scoring in any situation, be known as a player with a shooter's stroke, have defenders trembling at the thought of having to guard you, and get the control and handles to leave defenders in a daze, see huge stat increases, get major playing time, be your team's go-to scorer, and become the basketball star, then the Unstoppable Offense program isn't just a system for you, it's the only system for you. Now, let's take a look at what you'll receive today within the Unstoppable Offense program. In video module 8, I break down and teach you the absolute best shooting mechanics and form to build an unfaltering, consistent, and deadly in-game shot. In video module 5, I reveal the best footwork and agility drills to finally get you the fast feet and direction changing ability that'll give you the power to beat defenders. In the in-season training resource, I tell you exactly how to modify the Unstoppable Offense program for in-season use, so you can continue to see big results all year without overtraining. And in video module 12, I explain and demonstrate the three-point shooting drill that some of the top shooters in the country use to build a reliable and high percentage three-point shot. As you probably noticed by now, the Unstoppable Offense program is the simplest way to ensure your success on the basketball court, as it includes yet goes way beyond teaching you the highest caliber basketball training drills and shows you how to make 100% certain that you can achieve basketball success, and that success means you get noticed by coaches and scouts. No more playing basketball in anonymity. It's time for you and your game to get recognized by the people with scholarship power and professional connections. Unstoppable Offense program players are seeing these results without ever questioning if they'll be that star basketball player, or being forced to watch the stars make the big plays while they watch from the bench, and are enjoying winning basketball games for their teams and getting the recognition as a great basketball player that they deserve. Now, you may believe that a system that can do this much for you would carry a hefty price tag, and honestly, it really should. After all, this system is responsible for propelling countless players into crazy basketball careers. And I'll get to the price in just a few moments. First, I want to share a few other unique benefits this one-of-a-kind system will deliver to you. You'll discover the step-by-step process to the fadeaway jumper. Adding the fadeaway to your scoring arsenal adds a whole new dimension to your game and creates havoc for your defenders. To get an unstoppable fadeaway jumper for yourself, just watch video module 14. Now, you'll also discover an unbelievably clever technique that will almost instantly make you a 90% plus free throw shooter. Now, like the Unstoppable Offense program players before you, I want you to experience feeling like a star. Plus, I'll be revealing every detail and secret within the Unstoppable Offense protocol and break down how to use these secrets to boost your game and become an unstoppable scorer. Now the price. The price of the Unstoppable Offense program sold by itself is valued at $475. Yet today, you're not just receiving the Unstoppable Offense program. Just for watching this presentation today, I'm going to give you absolutely free some valuable bonuses to even further assure that you're 100% successful in your basketball goals. The first free gift I have for you is lifetime access to my e-newsletter. And I packed this newsletter full of training advice, tips, drills, workouts, etc. Anything I think will help you. A newsletter subscription on its own would run you $39 per month. And I actually write several newsletters, blogs, and articles for various sources, but this newsletter is number one. I put a lot of work into making it great, and today it's included with the Unstoppable Offense program. Now, you'll also get a very limited special bonus. In fact, I can only guarantee that this bonus will be available free today. It's my acclaimed workout, 20 minutes to killer handles. You'll love this think out of the box workout that I guarantee you have never seen. Yet it produces incredible results, and it's literally only 20 minutes. You don't need a court, so you can run the workout anytime. Now, I can't reveal too much about it, but a top NBA ball handler raves about it. And the workout doesn't even use a basketball. Pretty crazy, right? A 20-minute workout, amazing ball handling results, and no basketball. You're probably thinking impossible, yet I'm putting my reputation on the line and promising that this is the real deal. This workout is valued at $79. Today, it's yours free with the Unstoppable Offense program. And I'm not done yet. I have more free bonuses for you today. Now, I'm sure you've realized that basketball is not just a physical game. It's just as much, if not more, a mental game. And it's this mental aspect that can have you shooting lights out one day and struggling to hit a single shot the next. And do you think you lose physical ability from one day to the next? Well, you don't. Although you can hit a mental roadblock. And it's this part of basketball that's always overlooked, yet it's critically important. And it's the reason I wrote, Get Your Mind Right. Mental strength leads to physical success. I reveal the 7 proven tricks to overcome mental roadblocks, to know how to never let one bad on-court experience lead to another, and keep yourself out of the dreaded spiral effect. It's all put together in an easy-to-follow guide that alone is valued at $49. And again, it's yours free today with the Unstoppable Offense program. Are you ready for your next bonus? When you train, you want to know you're getting results, actual measurable results. What if you could actually look at a chart and see your results skyrocketing? Well, now you can with my player progress tracking procedure. This is a valuable tool that allows you to visually track your results. And like I told you earlier, the Unstoppable Offense program is the result of starting with a great training program, tracking my players' results, and then optimizing the training to get even better results. And now you can track your training just like I did. You need to be careful though. There are some traps when interpreting the data you collect. The results might appear to tell you one thing when in fact the opposite is happening. And I've already made these mistakes. Now I show you how to avoid them. Player progress tracking procedure has a standalone price of $99. Yet, like the previous bonuses, it's yours free today with the Unstoppable Offense program. So you can see why the Unstoppable Offense program is valued at $475. Even without the bonuses, this is a steal. And if you bought the bonuses by themselves, your total investment today would be nearly $750. However, just by watching this presentation today, you've secured a much better deal. Just keep watching because this deal is only promised for today. Of course, you could choose to just continue down the path you're on right now and just dream about the handles, shooting, and overall scoring ability you desire. Oh, and let's not forget about becoming the basketball star that gets all the attention. Yes, my program could be all you need to secure basketball success and star power. Yet without it, You could be stuck in the same circle of struggles that have led you here. And that isn't what I want for you. So let's make this a really easy decision, okay? I feel you deserve to know why I'm about to offer you such an insane discount today. I want to share my personal goal with you. It's to solve what I consider to be a huge problem today. And I invite you, along with the thousands of others just like you who are already involved by leading their basketball teams to wins and championships, training with maximum efficiency, and seeing top caliber professional results that has scouts racing to recruit them. So we can accomplish my goal of ridding the basketball world of obsolete and worthless training and leading motivated basketball players to over 10,000 basketball scholarships. People like you. Well, I'm on my way to accomplishing this goal, and once completed, I'm sure I'll keep working to get even more players the scholarships they deserve. But I thought 10,000 was a great start because that represents approximately $1.2 million worth of free college education. And that is the salary of many D1 college coaches. If they earn that much, then the players should be compensated that much. And people like you can make this happen. And that's why I decided I absolutely need to help as many basketball players like you get basketball scholarships, and why I started my cause, a cause I call Hoop Stars Scholarships. The good news? That means a much lower price for you because I want you to join the cause, and I don't want finances to stop anyone. So let's get you the training you need so you can build an offensive arsenal and get on the basketball fast track starting right now. That means that today you won't be paying the retail price for the Unstoppable Offense program and the bonuses. Not even close. Your investment today will not be $350. Not even half that. Not even $87. Your total investment today, which includes the Unstoppable Offense program and all the bonuses you see above, is now only one payment of just $67. Here's what Andrea W., a D1 full scholarship basketball player, thinks about the Unstoppable Offense program. She says the drills and workouts in Boost Basketball's Unstoppable Offense program are what helped me earn an NC2A Division I basketball scholarship out of high school. Boost Basketball's Unstoppable Offense program focuses on key factors, and if followed at maximum speed, can take any player to the next level. And here's a message I got from Kaysen R., an up-and-coming Boost player. She says, I have confidence receiving the ball at the post and making a strong move, but I can also handle the ball and make moves from the perimeter to get me easy scoring opportunities. I've seen my offensive stats consistently improve. I also became the MVP on my AAU basketball team. Listen, don't decide right now. Take advantage of my Boost Basketball unconditional triple guarantee. Just try the Unstoppable Offense program from Boost Basketball for a full 60 days. If you don't experience the advantages that come with professional caliber basketball training in those 60 days, or if within 30 days you aren't feeling 100% more confident in your game, or even if you just get tired of watching me in the training videos, or don't like my haircut, or anything else you can possibly think of, I'll gladly refund every penny of your money. No questions, no hassles. My unconditional triple guarantee means there is absolutely no risk for you. Look below this video right now. Click on the big yellow button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price now. Plus, if you act before this presentation ends, I'll toss in this one-of-a-kind super bonus worth over $297. This super bonus is exclusive access to the Boost Basketball community. You'll get access to the complete community of players and coaches. The Boost community brings a social aspect to your training. You can post questions and comments in the community forum and get fast responses from coaches and players from around the world, and also from me. You can also send private messages to any specific coach or player you want to contact directly. And the best part, all of your training materials from the Unstoppable Offense program and the bonuses can be immediately accessed with a click from any computer, tablet, or mobile device. This means you can stream any training video or download a workout from anywhere. If you find yourself on a court in the middle of a workout and suddenly forget a drill, just log into the Boost community on your smartphone and stream the video explaining that drill. This bonus gives you an endless resource of basketball minds and the accessibility of a 24/7 private coach. And you'll automatically be given a login and password for the Boost Basketball community when you purchase the Unstoppable Offense program today. That brings your total value to over $1,000. Yet today, if you act now, it's all yours for just one payment of only $67. Remember, it's not just a great bargain you're getting today, you'll be joining in on one of the biggest movements to get motivated basketball players the resource they need to earn a college scholarship. Click on the big yellow button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price now. You'll have instant access to everything, the Unstoppable Offense program and all the bonuses. Plus, your free exclusive access to the Boost Basketball community worth $297 just for taking immediate action today. As soon as you click the Add to Cart button below this video, first you'll be taken to our 100% secure checkout page, where you'll see a recap of everything that's included for you today. After your order, you can select the add-ons you prefer to help with more specific training needs. Then, simply click on the button that says Complete Your Order. You'll be automatically redirected to a secure members-only page where you'll get direct access to the Unstoppable Offense program and all the bonuses. It's that simple. Remember, you've been ready for big-time basketball success for some time now, and the frustration of continuing to procrastinate about your future will only cycle you backwards through the same things that led you here in the first place. Frustration with your basketball game, feeling like you'll never be the basketball star, and no sense of pride or accomplishment, or whatever else led you to realize that you need a new basketball training program. Yet, all of this can change the moment you log into the members area and watch the introduction video, which lays out your path to success. Picture the moment you finally have the answers you need to begin a basketball future. You feel empowered, full of confidence and optimism. You start powering through your optimized workouts today, never doubting the fact that you're going to be a basketball star. You're experiencing the confidence that you will lead your teams and receive the attention, recognition, and fulfillment you deserve at long last. Yes, it's true. Your lack of basketball success up until today has largely been no fault of your own. It's true that there are endless amounts of basketball coaches pushing basketball training that's completely worthless. They just feed you lies. They spend every waking hour in the gym programs, the shoot 2,000 shots per day workout, and the false promises no one stands behind. However, today marks your day to take responsibility, to take the action necessary to put an end to the lies, and finally start on a true path to starting your basketball future with a program that simply works. And unlike those false solutions, this one is guaranteed to work. I stand behind the Unstoppable Offense program with my Boost Basketball Unconditional Triple Guarantee. Just try the Unstoppable Offense program from Boost Basketball for a full 60 days. If you don't experience the advantages that come with professional caliber basketball training in those 60 days, or if within 30 days you aren't feeling 100% more confident in your game, or even if you just get tired of watching me in the training videos, or don't like my haircut, or anything else you can possibly think of, I'll gladly refund every penny of your money. No questions, no hassles. My unconditional triple guarantee means that there's absolutely no risk for you. Look below this video right now. Click on the big yellow button that says Add to Cart to claim your discounted price now. You'll have the instant access to everything, the Unstoppable Offense program and all the bonuses, plus your free exclusive access to the Boost Basketball community worth $297 just for taking immediate action today. Immediately after you order, you need to log into the Boost Basketball community. Then go immediately to the Unstoppable Offense program page. The introduction video and quick start guide outline exactly what you need to do to start training like a pro. Remember, today you'll be receiving the complete Unstoppable Offense program. This is your 100% complete and easy to follow program that gives you everything you need to dominate the basketball court. My exclusive e-newsletter. I'll send priceless training material direct to your email. Drills, workouts, new training trends, etc. You'll always be up to date on the latest and greatest. The 20 Minutes to Killer Handles workout, where you'll learn the insider secret workout that can get you magnet handles. My Get Your Mind Right ebook, where you'll discover the Jedi mind tricks that you can use to always be mentally prepared and ready to absolutely go off on the court. The player progress tracking procedure, so you can track and visually see the progress you're making in your basketball training. And my super bonus, exclusive access to the Boost Basketball community, where you can network with coaches and players from around the world, access all your training material, including all the videos, and always have direct access to me. Just do not put this off 1 second longer. Here's why. First, as you recall, I lowered the price by over half, just so you can jump in now. Yet eventually, I'm going to have to raise that price back up to where it really deserves to be. So act now before that happens. Also, You do not want to feel left out of my super bonus. Access to the Boost basketball community will cap out its membership quota. Only the first comers will be guaranteed access to it. Everyone else will be out of luck. And let's not forget, unless you take action right now, you may never take action. You may do what some people do and put it off just a few more days, which will turn into months, then years. And you'll look back one day in the future and realize you never did it. You never took that step to better your future and accomplish your goals. So let's make sure you get what you really want and do the only smart thing you can do. Take advantage of this limited time offer while you still can and wisely get on the path to a rewarding basketball career. Click the yellow Add to Cart button below and let's get you started now. Click below for instant access now. You're still here, which means you probably have some questions. Well, I'm going to answer the most common questions and concerns I hear. Is the Unstoppable Offense program only for experienced basketball players? Well, absolutely not. The Unstoppable Offense program was built to accommodate any level of player, and it really gives you a blueprint outline to your workouts and to your training, so we can actually cater it to a very beginner or make it as advanced and complex as needed for those high-level players. So no matter where you're at in your basketball career and your basketball ability, the Unstoppable Offense program is going to add to that and going to get you more results, more scoring, and make you a more efficient and proficient basketball player. All right, the next question. I play the post position. Can I still benefit from the Unstoppable Offense program? And the answer to this question is actually you post players can probably benefit the most from the Unstoppable Offense program. And the reason is that the game of basketball is turning into a different style of play, a different game. If you notice in the NBA and college basketball, the days of those post players who can just survive down low alone is really fading out, and the big time post players that are putting up the big points, that are the big stars these days, the Dirk Nowitzkis, they can play inside, but they can also handle the ball outside. They can make the dribble moves. They can shoot. So really, post players, you really have to get that outside play down too if you ever want to really get to the high levels of basketball. So absolutely, the Unstoppable Offense program is for post players as well. All right, next question. What do I need to start? You really don't need much. You need access to a basketball hoop. You need access to some space to dribble, about a court's length, but it doesn't have to be a basketball court. It could be the street, it could be your driveway. It just needs to be a paved area about the length of a basketball court. So you need that. You need a hoop. You need at least one basketball. We prefer you to have two basketballs because we do some drills, like two-ball drills, two-ball dribbling drills, and stuff like that. Other than that, that's all you really need to start. Everything else, we cover for you. We teach you how to do it. We show you everything else. All right, next question. How quick will I see results? Well, basketball is really it's a lifetime journey. So you're always going to want to be seeing little results constantly, which are going to add up to make big results. So honestly, there's some secrets and some tips that just by watching the videos, right after you get the program, you'll watch some of these videos, and just hearing the information in those videos, you're already going to see results just from those secrets, just from that information. And all those little results are going to add up to big results. So once you get into the training and get comfortable with it and start moving through it, you're going to start seeing some big time results. And it's kind of why I do my 60-day unconditional triple guarantee, is because I want you to take those 60 days to start seeing the big results. Yeah, of course you're going to see the little results, but I want you to have enough time and still feel like if you don't see them, you can return the program. So I give you those 60 days, and all those little results within that 60 days, you're going to see some big results. So to answer the question, you'll start seeing results immediately, and within that 60 days, you'll start seeing big results. Okay, next question. How much time will I need to dedicate to the Unstoppable Offense program? Well, it depends on your schedule, and it depends on your ambitions as a basketball player. Now, The training, I limit the unstoppable offense workouts to about an hour and a half. Again, as I talked about earlier in the video, you don't want to spend more than 1.5 hours in a workout at a time. It's gonna lead to overtraining, it's gonna lead to injury, and it's gonna lead to burnout. So it is as often as you can run those workouts. If you can do them every day, you're gonna see big results. If you can only do them twice a week or 3 times a week, you're still going to see big results. It really just depends on what your schedule is. A lot of kids are busy. They're playing on AAU teams, so we don't want to back up our workouts with to a team practice. It's gonna be overtraining. So it's really just a matter of fitting it into your schedule to make it work. But no matter how often you do it, you're gonna see results. And in fact, we give you within the Unstoppable Offense program, we're gonna teach you how to schedule your training to get maximum results with your specific schedule. So no matter what your schedule is, no matter how often you can fit the workouts, you're going to see the maximum results you possibly could. Let's see, next question. I've been doing a training program that isn't getting results. How will yours be different? Well, if you just watch the video, I think you'll have a good understanding of how mine's different. Most training programs out there are a few other good ones, but most other training programs out there are geared kind of like the old-fashioned style of training. You know, the more time you spend training, the better you'll be. Go to the gym for 3 hours, shoot 2,000 shots, do all this, blah, blah, blah. Or sometimes you'll get into a training program where the coaches have good intentions, but they just don't have the understanding of basketball to teach you the right mechanics and to give you the right drills. So really, the difference in the Unstoppable Offense program and why I can offer my 60-day guarantee and why I'll refund your money if you don't see results is because I'm so confident in it. And I'm so confident in it because I've spent the past 10 plus years tracking my players' results, tracking their stats, and optimizing the workouts to get big results. It's not just some random drills thrown together. There's actually science behind it. There's actually data was collected and data was looked at and reviewed and analyzed to make the workouts the absolute best. So that's why I stand behind it with my guarantee, and that's why it's different than most other workouts. It's not just a concept, it's a proven concept. Remember, today you'll be receiving the complete Unstoppable Offense program. This is your 100% complete and easy to follow program that gives you everything you need to dominate the court. You'll get my exclusive e-newsletter. I'll send priceless training material direct to your email. Drills, workouts, new training trends, etc. You'll always be up to date on the latest and greatest. The 20 minutes to killer handle workouts. Well, you'll learn the insider secret workout that can get you magnet handles. My Get Your Mind Right ebook, where you'll discover the Jedi mind tricks you can use to always be mentally prepared and ready to absolutely go off on the court. The player progress tracking procedure, so you can track and visually see the progress you're making in your basketball training. And my super bonus, exclusive access to the Boost Basketball community, where you can network with coaches and players from around the world, access all of your training material, including all the videos, and always have direct access to me. So click below for instant access now.